gentlemen, welcome back to Spellweaver. My name is Boltor, and if I sound a little out of breath, and I'm sorry this video is a little late, but we just spent all day from morning till, well, they're still finishing up now, but we were putting siding on the house, and anyone who's done carpeting or construction knows it can be a real pain in the butt, and it takes a while, so, and it's out in the hot sun, but you don't care about me. You're here to hear about the next cards in this latest expansion. They're going to be spoiling another, I think it's 3 cards. And this time, we'll be finding out another new game mechanic, which I can only assume will be like Slave, where it's kind of another keyword, another, a basic effect, I guess you could call it, that the creatures do. So, once again, epic secret card in rare slots until next Tuesday. Cards are not craftable. Alright, thank you, Nicolas Cage. Let's roll. So, first things first, let's pop right on in. We'll get them premium packs open. What do we got? What's first? Pacify. Oh, hello. Lightning Bolt. 2 mana, 1 level. Deals 1 damage to an enemy creature or hero. That creature's activated powers or hero skills cannot be used until the start of your next turn. Draw a card. So it cycles. It's not an instant. It's just a regular action. So it deals 1 damage to enemy hero or creature. Or hero. That creature's powers or that hero's skills can't be used until the start of the next turn. So it shocks effect-wise creatures and players. That's a really interesting effect. So you can delay your opponent's Sanctum of the Night, or Sanctum of the Void, Cathedral of the Night, excuse me. Took one too many hammers to the head while I was out there. So this is really interesting. I really like it. So it kind of silences a creature for a turn, or silences the enemy hero, locks down their hero powers for a turn. So you could, in theory, chain this turn after turn after turn after turn, and really keep your opponent from wiping your board, say with Advanced Zash or Advanced Darius. Or that's really interesting. I'm really a fan of this card. I really can't wait to see what else we get. Oh, hello. Eleanor, Spellweaver Adept. 4 mana, 1 level, 1/4. Channeling. You can use Eleanor's energy to pay for the mana of action cards. What? That's awesome. So she essentially gives you mana. Let's see, 2 generic, 1 wisdom. When Eleanor enters the field, you may put an action card with mana cost 3 or from your graveyard on top of your deck. Huh. So, if you have 3 levels, which if you're playing wisdom, like casual Darius for instance, you pretty much will by the time you're at 4 mana, you play her, you get to take an action, put it back on top of your deck, and if you can draw it, then you could, you don't play your shrine for the turn, and you draw you gain the mana, you draw the card, and you can just get a spell basically added to your hand. Wow, I'm really loving these new cards. I'm really loving these this set so far. So I think they said 3 new cards, so we'll be waiting to see what the 3rd one is. But wow, I'm loving Lightning Bolt, and I'm loving Eleanor, just already. So let's see what else we get. More lightning bolts, good. Ooh, Sunblessed Emissary. What do we got? Channeling. She's another channeling card. You can use it to play for mana for blessing cards. So Angelic Blessing, Mantle of Winds. Whenever you use Sunblessed Emissary's energy to play a blessing, draw a card. So you could see, if you put what is that? Not Burning Rage. Boiling Blood, excuse me. You put Boiling Blood on the creature, you also get to draw a card. And I'll draw another card if you're playing Burning Rage. So, 3 mana, 2 levels, 2/3, 2 speed. Not the greatest stats, but you really aren't using her for her stats. You're using her for her, her power, her channeling, and her card draw. So that's an interesting card. I wonder if we'll see more blessings in the upcoming sets, because as of right now, Mantle of Winds, Angelic Blessing, and I think isn't Boiling Blood a curse? I don't know. I'll have to. I'm gonna, once I get through all these packs. Alright, that's a curse. I'll type in Blessing and we'll see exactly what she interacts with. Alright, so I got 3 of her. That's good. There's my last totem of orc punching. That's what I'm just going to call it. Because it looks like a gigantic orc that likes to punch people. Alright, so I got another one of her. There's my place at an emissary. I think I could still get a wolf tongue in one of these packs because I don't actually have... Yep, there he is. But I'll say I still don't have... there's my 4th wolf tongue. So there should be a... Okay. Alright, so... Go to cards. Double check real quick that I got my... So I have 5 of her and only 2 of Eleanor, I believe. Oh, there she is. Yep. Okay, so you guys don't care about my collection. All you care about are card interactions. So, Blessing. Okay, so... you could draw a card off of Grand Reunion if you feel the need to play her, Sunblessed Emissary in a Grand Reunion deck. So, Unbreakable Spirit is a blessing. Namir's Blessing is a blessing, obviously. Angelic Might. Murder Instinct is a blessing. That's actually kind of funny. Force Field, Massive Assault. So she's card draw in what's probably going to be more of an aggressive or a tempo deck, because all of these blessings, save for Angelic Song being played in 1-turn heal, really none of these are played, well, much at all, but none of these are really played in control decks, except with maybe the exception of Force Field. You do see Force Field here and there now and again. But really, Namir's Blessing and I think Unbreakable Spirit and the occasional Angelic Might are really what you see being played. So, I wish we could sort by, like, I could go to spells and sort by 3 or less, so you could worry about what you get for free off of whatchamacallit, you get for free off of Eleanor, essentially. But if we're just looking at things like keeping your opponent from even just Elven Sanctuary or Cathedral of Night or Sanctum of the Void, I mean, we all know what crazy hero powers there are in this game. You can keep an elf deck from bursting you to death by keeping them from, you know, throwing out native terrain at you. You can hold hate bears from coming back for a turn. You can keep... Now, I wonder... I think it's because it's just activation. Let me see. Can't be used. Okay, so if you activate, say... Oh, whoops. If your opponent has something under Keanu, the thing will come out even if you lightning bolt him, but you prevent him from putting a creature under Keanu if you lightning bolt him. And yeah, you prevent the board wipe from Advanced Zarish. Advanced Zarish. That's Zash and Darius. Zash and Darius had a kid and it's called Zarish. So, like I said, I took one too many hammers to the head. So, yeah, that's a really, really just interesting 3 sets of cards. So with those cards again, let me just activate everything. Lightning Bolt, deal 1 damage to an enemy creature or hero. That creature's activated powers or abilities can't be used until the start of your next turn. So those activated abilities would be like basically anything that you have to click, and usually pretty much always exhausts them. Ooh, here's a good one. Lightning bolting your opponent's red dragon keeps them from blasting you for 5, 10, 15. We all know how crazy damage the decks that run red dragon can put out. So hitting him with a lightning bolt does prevent him from being able to, you know, use his fire breath. You still got to deal with a 3-speed 5/5 coming at you, but you know, it prevents Disciple of Zash. Hell, it even prevents Flameborn Incarnate. It prevents Djinn of Wishes. It prevents... Let's see, other activated abilities. It prevents Summoner Druid. It prevents... Ooh, here's a good one. It prevents Forge Mage Protector, it prevents Foundry Engineer, Airship Explorer, Dust Titan. So stuff like Namir, stuff like that, it prevents them from activating. And we all know, those of you who do trials know that Dust Titan can just be a beast and can be really hard to deal with. But ironically, if you Lightning Bolt the Dust Titan, he can be a little... He'll still gain that might emblem, he'll still gain the energy, but he can't shock your creatures, which makes him a lot easier to deal with. Now, we talked a lot about the what is it, the Sun Warden? Ah, there she is. Sunblessed Emissary. So, let's think about the cards real quick. Let's think about the cards that she basically can cast you for free. Ancient Wisdom, Word of Pain, Noxious Fumes, obviously. I mean, you can get a lot of value out of her by playing Noxious Fumes and maybe Consume Spirit for free, or you could get something like a free Assassinate. I'm thinking of she's definitely something you play in a control deck. You know what I mean? Maybe a tempo list if you want something. Like, I believe you can use her in combination with Reflector. So if you play something, pay the mana. No, because you have to pay the mana to activate Reflector. Reflector is what casts the next copy. Never mind. So it's just very interesting. This is a very, very interesting creature, and I'm very interested in seeing what people do with her. I do like cards like this that let you cast spells for free. One of my favorite Kaijudo cards ever was called Spelltaker, and Spelljacker, and he basically would let you play. You'd pay the 8 mana to summon him. He had a decent body, and then you just reach into your opponent's graveyard and get to cast one of their spells for free. So, some stuff like that, stuff that's like that lets you use spells in ways that you don't normally use them. Something I'm very, very interested in. So, I'm really, really excited about those cards. I hope you guys are too. Tell me what you think. If you love them, comment in the section, and put a comment down there. If you hate them, tell me why. Put a comment down there, and thumbs up, comment, subscribe, the whole 9 of these videos. I keep doing them because they're fun, and I keep doing them because they help the community. So thank you everybody so much for watching. May the cards rise to meet you and bring good RNG to your enemies' enemies.